And just like that, we are down to our last game of the day, our 8th game for your day 2 of 2026 Milko Sports Got Skills Basketball Talent ID 16 under. This time, still, it's gonna be from Bracket A. Ako pa rin po inyong kasama, MJ Evangelista, together with the wise man, the coach, Pancho from Mapua University. It feels like just having a coverage for my first game. I still have the same level of energy and intensity, Coach Pancho. How about you?
Yes, of course. Likewise, MJ, and I feel more comfortable with you right now. That's why, you know,
You know,
paganda ng paganda yung ano natin yung chemistry natin dito sa panel, and of course yung games natin, like just like this matches hand between SUNROCKS Construction against the undefeated SGA Strong Group Athletics. Ito yung main game natin ng ating Valentine's Special ng Milko Sports Got Skills Basketball 16 under 2026 Talent ID. MJ.
it's getting more natural and conversational, Coach Pacho. And just right before we started the game, just to share some stories with you, doon sa mga nanonood sa ating live stream, buzzer beater, literally, itong Santa Clara Sunrocks construction dahil they only have like 2 minutes or even less than that on the defaulting time. But one thing, they're very excited. Sa side ng Strong Group Athletics UE.
Yes.
And from what I've heard, they wanted to play against Santa Clara to be able to execute their plays from their recent practices. Oras po natin right now. It's 6:45 in the evening. Again, Valentine's Day special.
Right.
Parang radyo lang na, Coach. I used to do that before when I was in college. I used to cover some radio programs dun sa Radio La Verdad. And so, but yeah, anyways, getting back in action, showing on our screens, University of the East, Strong Group Athletics, being headed by the reigning MVP of UAAP under 16. Good luck, Okay Bata, who had a monster double-double on his previous game. I'll let you talk about it later on, Coach Pancho, as they're trying to look to surge for their second win of this tournament. They're still undefeated so far on this day 2. Oh, look at that. Just enjoying the exposure here. It don't feel like our last game. Ooh, look at that swag.
Right. Remember, they're still young. They're under 16. Lots of adventure, lots of fun. That's why, it's so nice to see those players, those kids, just having some fun while playing the game they love. While developing, while growing, and we are also privileged to be part of their, growing development as well. Because, once these guys that we are seeing right now on our screen, once they made it to the top, like national player, Gilas player, after 5, 10, 15 years, we are going to look back. Oh, we once covered their game when they were still young. So we are part of their history as well.
Yeah, that's right. And on the other side, for Santa Clara, ito, Antipolo represent naman. Coach Pancho, sacrificing some of their time. I know it's February 14 right now, but it's a good thing that they showed themselves here in the West Green Hills Clubhouse. It shows just pure passion, pure love of the game of basketball.
Yes, and diba, sabi nga natin diba, by showing up is like winning half of the battle na, diba? All you need to do is just show up. Show up. You're just halfway of winning the battle. Just to be available. Again, ano nga yung sinabi ko? Availability is the
best ability.
Yes.
Actually, tinandaan ko yan from last week, and I realized a lot of things about it. Oo nga, no? Kasi ma-share ko lang, no, nung nagkakwentuhan kami nito ni Coach Pancho, sabi ko, I'm a kalid-kalid in a good way. Kumbaga, madali ako invite whenever I'm available, kahit outside of Metro Manila, pag may mga gigs, ganyan. So yun, and Coach Pancho mentioned that, you know what, that's the best ability, no? Yung availability. And I realized that's the truth about it. So yeah, for aspirants natin, especially into these big leagues or wherever you are right now, sa mga nanonood sa atin sa live stream, if you have like goals to reach out to, if you have plans for yourself 2 to 3 years from now, just be available, no? Doon sa, ako kasi Coach Pancho, just getting back on the topic, I always like to grab opportunities, even on this one. Wala naman talaga sa plan, or I really didn't expect that I'll be here, but
Mm-hmm.
at some point, I got a call from Direct and available ka ba? And I said yes. And before tayo magkakasarapan ng kwentuhan dito, let's turn it over to our in-game announcer, Sir Denzel Santiago, for the starting five.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your Global Sports Nationals Basketball 2026 Talent ID. This is the last game of today's basketball action featuring the Santa Clara X SUNROCKS Constructions versus the SGA 16 number. We are live on our YouTube channel, Global Sports Nationals Basketball, at my live streaming via Pilipinas Live app. Now let us meet the starting five from both teams. First from the Santa Clara X SUNROCKS Constructions. Number 6, Cedric Reyes. Also guard number 10, Kian Salas. At 4, number 14, Andrew Ocampo. Also 4, number 16, Clyde Esmaquil. Playing center, number 22, Alejandro Alatano. Now let us meet the starting lineups from your SGA. On board number 1, Jaden Rojas. Also board number 7, Zion Aguilar. At 4, number 12, Bukla Akabaka. Also board number 18, James Mesa. Playing center number 22, Mark Perdita.
And tip-off is on the way for our last game. Here are your starters for SGA. We have Zion Aguilar, Mark Perdigon, Jaden Rojas, good luck, okay, Bata, James Mesa. And for Santa Clara SUNROCKS Construction, we have Cedric Reyes, Andrew De Ocampo, Kay Aladano, Cal Visayas, and Kale Esnakil. Coach Pancho?
Yeah, so finally we're about to start here, but there's a technical free throw right here to start the ball game before the tip-off. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Maybe it's part of the delay that we have here in our main game of our day 2 of Milko Sports Godskills Basketball 2016 Talent ID. So a Valentine's edition, of course, powered by D&D Media. So here we go, MJ.
Yes, first touch on the basketball will go on the side of SGA. Trying to move the ball around here. The drop pass. Missed shot there. But look at that sheer size and determination down low. The basket being converted there by number 1.
And I love how the way they shared the ball and ending up with a basket right there. But the defense got surprised by the Santa Clara SUNROCKS. Oh.
Good feed down low, just couldn't hit it. Eto na Santa Clara. Headed by number 6 as we are waiting for the official list of names here. Give them some time here to look into this. Thank you so much. And converted basket down low, courtesy of Zion Aguilar.
Another steal right here.
Good luck, okay, Bata puts up the shot. No go, but Zion Aguilar again was there.
Cleans up the board once again. So back-to-back basket by Zion Aguilar and back-to-back steal by good luck, Akabete.
Battle for the board there. Kaya naman pupunta ang bola. Jump ball ang itatawag dito ng ating referee.
Yes. So the SGA starting out strong with the the usual energy that they have.
And crew chief for our referees is Joey Pasha. We have Alvin Albino and Roberto Mendoza for our umpires tonight. And rebound there. Kanino mapupunta? It will stay on the side of Santa Clara. Mabilis na balasa rito ng tropa ni Coach ng Santa Clara. I'll have to check that later on. Ito na ang SGA lead pass. Partially deflected there. And it will be a turnover on their side. Cedric Reyes pulls it back, gives it to De Ocampo.
Oh, what a teardrop right there. High arcing teardrop by De Ocampo.
What a bounce on that shot. Vertigan gives it to Akibata. Bounce pass. Basket counts, may kasama pang foul for Jaden Rojas.
Right, and I saw that familiar play numerous times, especially nung day one, and now talagang mas maganda yung execution ngayon, and talagang gamay na nila yun yung ganung na play. And then the baseline drive got good follow-up right there.
And I like the SGA's energy even before we start the game, no? It's very infectious in terms of their energy, and look at that pressuring defense on their side. Forces that turnover from Mesa James. Look at that, another two-pointer from Zion Aguilar.
Yes, he's always the recipient of great passes, just like a no-look pass by Good Luck Akobede that time. Look at this.
No look pass from Akibata to Aguilar, just waiting for that pass off the glass for the two. And SGA is up by 7 points immediately here at the first. 11-4 is our score. We'll be right back. And we are back in action. Santa Clara was able to pass that basketball on the side of the court. But there's take an injury timeout here. Merong iniinda rito. Si Zion Aguilar.
Who's been playing very well to start this first quarter.
Yeah, we're not sure what happened over there. Let's check on that replay. That could be an ankle sprain, I think, because he's holding on to his left ankle. We'll have to check that as the Care Plus medic is still checking on him. Very unfortunate on the side of Aguilar. Let's check that slow-mo. Yun, ankle sprain nga, coach.
Right. He twisted his ankle when he's trying to put up a backward pressure. Yung momentum, no?
Oo. Baga, 100% hindi niya na-control kasi full force, kumbaga, he was taken into the sidelines already. As SGA loses that basketball. Cedric Reyes nagmamadali. Thought of a three. Swings it to his right. Missed attempt there on Cade Andres. Ito na elevating is Jaden Rojas. Nagcopy pa si Ere.
Right, and the familiar backward pressure by the SGA Warriors right here, making some problems for Santa Clara to cross the half court just in time.
And right now, Andrew De Ocampo, the captain, puts it up and in.
Yeah, that's over the outstretched arms of Jaden Rojas.
And let's see. Substitutions here for SGA. as Ancheta Podipedra checks in.
Yes, and also to see Jerome Dizon, number 77, the son of their assistant coach, tong si Jun Dizon.
Look at that defense. Just couldn't handle the leather. Ito na naman si Reyes. Forward pass to Andres. Masyado malakas. And Charles Pernia checks in for Santa Clara. As we see, coach of Santa Clara is talking to Cade Andres on the bench. And another turnover for SGA.
Yeah, sayang yung play na yun. They want to overload the zone defense ng Santa Clara, pero bad pass.
A good thing, SGA is still up by 7 points here. 13-6. With another chance here, kita natin dito si Zeron Dizon. Humaragasa, and another turnover. It's piling up early on for SGA.
Oh, great challenge right there.
Alahoy shot from Charles Pernia. Eto na. Si Dizon babawi.
Yeah, finishing with the left hand. Itong si Jerome Dizon. Jerome Dizon is, of course, the son of Jun Dizon. He is a former UST Tiger, a former coaching staff of Terra Firma Jeeps, PBA, and SCO. Currently, the assistant coach of SGA. And again, Jerome Dizon showing why he's a product of infinite basketball. And speaking of infinite basketball, yan yung, of course, matagal lang at famous na ball club dito. Nasuki-suki dito sa Milko Sports itong infinite basketball ni Coach Jun Dizon. And good luck, okay, bata, showing what he does best.
El Capitan converting that two-pointer. He was the last game of the previous game. Lefty layup from Alejandro Aladano. Won't go. Eto na. Andre Ancheta.
Oh, sayang. Ay in the sky play. Di lang na kompleto, MJ.
Sayang. And here's the attack coming from Reyes. Basket counts. Sumakay ka pa, wag ka lang malikot. Sabi nito ni Cedric Reyes.
Yes. And yeah, that's why he's going to shoot free throws. Dahil hindi siya natatakot. Look at, despite his size, against Jerome Dizon, and meron pang trailing na good luck. Okay, bata doon. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin siya.
Too fast. Too quick. He could be undersized in terms of his size, but in terms of heart, he has a huge heart. They're very courageous. Driving it all the time to the basket. Balik sa SGA ang bola. 3-point attempt. Shot won't go for Zach Pontipedra.
Right, sayang yung shot na yun, but that was a good setup play. Wide open shot from the corner. So they're really practicing their half-court sets, and that's good. That's why they are here. That's why they're joining this Milko Sports. Regardless of whoever their opponent is, regardless if they know that their opponent has a depleted lineup as well, gaya nung nangyari nung prior game na kinover natin. So, yun nga, nung binanggit nga sa report, binanggit mo rin kanina, gustong-gusto nila maglaro ngayon, gustong-gusto nila dumating yung kalaban nila para at least hindi na sayang yung mga pinractice nila.
That's right, Coach Pancho. And to your point, you saw a better execution this game compared to their day one performance. And that is this tournament is all about, just be able to grow themselves and as a team, work on the lapses and the gaps from their previous games and the entirety of their play. And that time, 3-point attempt coming from Kian Vesagas, way too short for Santa Clara. Ito na ang tropa ng SGA. Austin De Los Santos got blocked there. 3-pointer on the way from Andre Acheta. Misses. Look at that move coming from Reyes. Picks up a foul against Austin De Los Santos.
Yes. Oo, nagkaroon ng reach-in foul doon si Austin De Los Santos. The SGA Warriors are so aggressive sa kanilang defense. Kaya medyo nadidali nila yung opensa dito ng Santa Clara SUNROCKS. But Santa Clara SUNROCKS, isa lang din talaga yung game plan nila, just to attack early. Dahil nga, mahirap eh. Disadvantage sa kanila sa half-court set. Lalaki ng SGA Warriors. Pero, on that play, nakakuha ng offensive rebound and putback.
Si JK Cababao wearing number 12 for Santa Clara, putting up 2 points across his name. They are down by just 9 points here. Rebound and the shot won't go for Sebastian Salang. And there's a traveling violation committed here by Cedric Reyes. How important that you have an effective point guard really playing well of that role, Coach Pancho.
Yes, because that's the most important player on the court. That's your second coach sa floor, yung point guard. If you don't have a prolific point guard, then who will dictate the play? Who will facilitate?
And the reason why I asked that, thank you so much, by the way, for expounding on that piece, is Cedric Reyes, I believe, is trying to bring that energy to the table for Santa Clara, and that led actually to a Kian Besagas 2-pointer. And this time, Andre Ancheta manning the floor for SGA De Los Santos. Still holding on to that basketball. 10 seconds to shoot. 3-pointer.
They're
Shot
really
won't go.
practicing their half-court sets, especially against the zone. And talagang pinapakita nila yung mga different options nung play nila for SGA Warriors. And 5.6 seconds remaining dito. Santa Clara. SGA Warriors will have a crack to...
The last shot.
Yes.
Yeah, the quarter. Good deflection there by JK Cababao. Emergency shot on go, and that's the end of the first quarter. 21-12 is our score. Strong Group Athletics leading here by 9 points. Let's check on those first quarter highlights, Coach Pancho.
Right, and as expected, itong SGA Warriors really started the game strong as we're seeing the first quarter highlights, but somehow itong Santa Clara SUNROCKS, they're not intimidated, they want to play it, even though they have this depleted lineup, but again, after first 10 minutes of action, lamang ng siyam dito ang SGA over Santa Clara SUNROCKS Cons.
And finally, we are now in our last battle of the day between SGA versus Santa Clara x SUNROCKS Cons. Good luck. Ayan nga ang sabi ni Coach Matt ng SGA sa kanyang key player at team captain na si Good Luck. Okay, bata. Nasabi nga ni Good Luck na ready and excited nga raw sila for today's game. At nabanggit pa niya na consecutive nga raw ang practice ng SGA, kaya mas confident na nga raw sila sa mga ipapakita pa ng SGA sa mga susunod pang laro. Gentlemen.
Thank you so much for that wonderful report, Ms. Train Martinez. And that is what it's all about, no? Talagang repetition, Coach Pancho. Ika nga gaya nung sabi mo on our previous games. And muscle memory until makuha nito mga batang ito yung sistema na dinideploy ng kanilang coaches.
And yes, this is a perfect time for them to hone their skills and yun nga, to learn the system, to learn different kinds of plays, different variations. Hanggat bata kasi ito yung age na matalas pa yung mga yan na madali pang sumunod diba?
They're very quick in terms of picking those things up. And check that 3-pointer from JK Cababao. He will miss. But right before that, nakita natin from right in front of our eyes yung monster block dito ni Zach Pontipedra.
Oo, grabe yun, no?
May kasama pang konting titig on his defender. Right now, Austin De Los Santos nagtitimang ngayon post back. Nakita dito si Sebastian Salang. Just misses on the elbow jumper. Reyes muli nagtitimon for Santa Clara. Swings it to his right. 3-pointer. That short for De Ocampo. Eto na. Zach Pontevedra, masyadong malakas. No look pass.
Oh,
Ni De Los Santos para dito kay Sebastian Salang.
yes. Great effort right there. Off a miss. Talagang yung effort to get that offensive rebound. And look at that pass in the finish, MJ.
You can feel the trust, not only the chemistry for SGA, pero andun yung tiwala, more importantly, sa bawat isa.
Yes, and De Los Santos rewarding itong si Salang, big men na bumababa na nag-rim run. That's why he got that end one play. Yun nga lang, hindi na kompleto yung bonus shot.
Okay, Bata pulls up the three. No good, but a second chance opportunity here for Salang.
Right. Why not? Talagang very confident silang tumira sa labas kasi meron silang big guy na who can get those offensive rebounds. And SGA Warriors are on it there, MJ.
Sharing the ball. I love what I'm seeing so far. Jason Mercado sharing that basketball. And Kian Besagas, gagawa ng paraan yon. And he did pick up a foul before putting up that shot. And he will earn 2 chances on the line. Converts to first. Makes it a 16-point lead. Trimmed this down to 15. And Charles Pernia from Santa Clara checks in for the squad.
So Charles Peña wants to be the spark plug for the Santa Clara Sunrock Constructions in this ball game. So again, they're running the same play once again, showing different looks.
That time it got deflected. Itong kapapasok lang na si Charles Pernia. Immediately making an impact here for Santa Clara. 3-pointer on the way. That was straight from Alejandro Aladano. A bit too strong. One more, nope. Strong drive to the baseline. Drop off pass to Besagas. Just couldn't convert. Eto na, rumarag sa tropa ng SGA. And Mark Verdegan skying high for that layup.
Yeah, this is their strength, their run and gun, since they are the one who's controlling the boards. And why not make a quick basket off a transition? And that's what they're doing right now. They're punishing the Santa Clara Sun Constructions.
Balik tayo sa pinakamalaking kalamangan dito ng SGA sa 17. Tagad naman. Sasagot ito si Kian Besagas. Ibinaba sa 16 with a chance to make this a 15-point lead. Just missed on that opportunity though. Here comes Verdegan. A good defense being shown there by Kian Besagas. Down low, the fake. From Jason Mercado, makakuha siya ng foul doon.
That's right, MJ. And the patience of SGA Warriors, not really, rushing things up, finding an open guy, looking for the cutters, looking for some drop passes, and that's what they are getting.
As Mercado misses on the first shot. Makes it up 1 out of 2 for Jason Mercado on that charity stripes. Look at that pressure on the side of SGA. They almost completed a steal there, and Reyes, using his speed, drops it off again, sharing the ball, this time to JK Kababaw. Good luck, Kokebata. Gives it to Perdigan. Balik kay Good Luck. Kicks it out, swings to the right for Jaden Rojas for 3. No good. And look at that Mercado rebound. Everyone touched on the ball already. And a good save that time.
SGA Warriors are always looking for that corner shot. That's their first option.
And Cedric Reyes up against Rojas dito. Balik sa kanya ang bola. 7 seconds to shoot. Is he aware? Reyes. Too much time holding on to that basketball. Pero naipukol pa ni Pernia doon. Just misses on that shot. Good luck, okay bata.
Ooh.
Lays it up and in.
Right, just like a freight train. Running. Itong si Good Luck Okay Bata.
Oh! Solid block from Mesa James.
Not in my house.
Yeah. Let's check that one more time. Nope. We'll have to check that later on. Wide open three on the right for Santa Clara. Nope. But Pernia was there to pick it up. Another chance, and this time he's gonna make it. Rojas. Balik dito kay Perdigan. Again, another execution of the play. Coach Pancho.
Yeah. They're calling the C play.
Good
Sometimes
anticipation
they're calling
there.
it their ear. Ooh. I thought it was gonna go in.
Ganda ng swipe dun eh. Good luck. Okay, bata. Ito na. Andrew De Ocampo, the captain.
He was intimidated. He's not gonna get another highlights. A victim of that highlight just like this.
One more time for Mesa James. Solid block there. It's all ball. Balik tayo sa aksyon. De Los Santos. Gives it to Ancheta. Okay, bata. Finding a teammate there. Three-pointer.
Yeah, sayang. Good execution sana yun. Lahat ng options na bigay doon.
Oo. Way off the mark for SGA. Another turnover for Santa Clara. Ito na. Nagmamadali. Austin. De Los Santos. It's too short. De Ocampo will pick up a foul against Good Luck. Okay, bata. That's going to be his first personal foul. Second team foul on the side of SGA. Check that one more time. Carambola on the middle.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
So pagpapahingin muna si Good Luck Okoy Bata. Papalitan ulit ni Jerome Dizon for SGA Warriors.
A well-deserved rest for Good Luck. Okay, bata. Doing it on both ends of the floor. Too fast. It's Andre Ancheta. Just couldn't control.
Counter steal.
And this time, he will make up for it. Signal for man-to-man defense for SGA. Let's see. And a good reverse at the time for J.K. Kawabaw.
Oo, quick retaliation kagad dito for Santa Clara. SUNROCKS. But nakikita ko, ibang player dito, medyo tumutukod na kagad. Especially ito si number 6 na Santa Clara. Itong si
Cedric Reyes.
Cedric Reyes. Oh, ayan, nagpasab na siya dito.
Speaking of, and papasok naman dito yung kanilang kapitan, si Andrew De Ocampo.
Yes.
Let's see if he can bring the same energy gaya nung binigay na nito ni Cedric Reyes. De Ocampo, cross-court pass to Kababaw.
Oh, power move right there. Talagang inusod niya rin si Jerome Dizon. But ito, the familiar, easy transition right here for the SGA Warriors.
Courtesy of Mark Perdigan, Coach Pancho.
Another steal.
Yes. And sidestep move for Austin De Los Santos. This is a 40-23 point advantage here on the side of SGA. Kaya naman tumawag na rito ang Santa Clara SUNROCKS Construction ng kanilang timeout dahil lumolobo na ang kalamangan dito ng SGA. Magbabalik po kami. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. 2026 Milko Sports Got Skills Basketball Talent ID 16 and under. You are watching SGA versus Santa Clara.
Yes, look at the tight defense, MJ, still by the SGA Warriors. Talagang no let up itong ginagawa nila dito.
Tuloy-tuloy. Ika nga, look at that. Another turnover for Santa Clara. That time coast to coast. Won't go for Ancheta. Very suffocating defense on the side of SGA.
That's right. That's how you take. That's how you stay sharp. Talagang sticking into your game plan. A good inbound play and a good finish by Jerome Dizon that time. Well executed.
And I like to point out as well a good seal coming from Sebastian Salang. That's why Dizon became open at the time. And Perdigan converted another two-pointer. This is the biggest lead so far. 21 points for SGA. Less than a minute to go on our second quarter. JK Kababaw, the silver lining on the side of Santa Clara.
Yeah, especially at the at the closing mark of this first half. Dalawang baskets na si JJ Kababaw.
He had back-to-back two-pointer, and look at that scoop shot, lefty one.
Right, and the footwork of Jerome Dizon that time.
That's a beauty to watch, Coach
Yes,
Pancho.
a very infinite basketball-like type of movement.
And take note, these are 16 years old and under. Look at that move. The beauty of footwork.
Ganyan gumalaw yung father niya before. Si Coach
Coach
Jun
Jun
Dizon.
Dizon.
Yes, especially during his UST days.
I'll have to check that online if I'll be able to see some footage or clips from Coach Jun Dizon. It's interesting. 17 seconds to go before the end of the first half.
Right. Let's see if the SGA will end this quarter strong.
On a high note, the three-pointer. 1, 2, 3 para dito kay Mark Perdigan.
Yeah, that's why they're representing the strong group athletics warriors.
And there's a magic in your voice, Coach Pancho. Para ba naririnig ka nila eh. So the moment when you said, let's see if they can end this on a high note, and Perdigan quickly answered. Well, let's check those second quarter highlights first.
Right. It's been an all SGA Warrior show in this first half. Although we've seen a lot of brilliances from the Santa Clara Sun Group constructions, but it was the SGA who's been controlling the ball game all throughout. Inside points, fast break, outside shots, everything, even on the defensive side. That's why halftime score is 49-27.
Last 20 minutes of action. Santa Clara SUNROCKS Construction will get a first taste here. And a three-pointer from Alejandro Aladano to start things off.
That's how you want it to start the second half, especially if your team is trailing. Especially if you want to get some momentum against this strong group athletics warriors.
And Santa Clara is trailing down by 19 points here. Very doable, of course. Good luck, Kokoy Bata. His shot got blocked there. And the ball possession will go on the side of Santa Clara. Reyes back on the floor for Santa Clara. Here comes De Los Santos getting a foul on the middle. It's going to be a first team foul for Santa Clara for this quarter.
16 seconds on the shot clock.
16 seconds to shoot for SGA. Zach Pontipedra asking for a screen. He gets it. Binigay rito kay good luck kay Bata. What is he going to do? Pass it back to Zach. 3-pointer. Too strong. And Reyes ngayon na nagtitimon on the side of Santa Clara.
Yeah, the lead is now the lead is up to 19 for SGA.
This is a huge margin, definitely. But we can see Santa Clara and the entire squad is not backing down here. They are not intimidated by the size of these young guys from SGA. Scoop shot!
Almost working on the post right there. Sayang.
Sayang yun para kay Vesagas. And a good feed down low to Salang. Just couldn't hit it. Fourth opportunity for SGA on a single possession. Floats it up. Eto na. Aladano.
He was bothered by the trailing. Good luck. Okay, Bata.
Kahit naman ako, Coach Pancho, makita ko, dalawa sa likod ko.
Yeah.
Mabibigla rin ako eh. And Santos converting that. 2-pointer.
Look at the constant pressure by the SGA Warriors.
On the post is Kababaw against the bigger, more solid Dizon.
Oh, but Jerome Dizon held his own that time, ha? Hindi siya masyadong nausod doon, ni Kababaw. And as we all know, Kababaw is the leading scorer so far dito sa JK for Santa Clara SUNROCKS. He already has 10 points across his name. So far, he's been carrying the load together with itong si Pesagas for Santa Clara. While for SGA naman, it's been Jaden Rojas and si Perdigan and Jerome Dizon leading the way. Balance attack kasi ginagawa ng SGA Warriors eh.
And speaking of balanced attack, on the side of Santa Clara naman, Coach Pancho, they haven't had a taste of a lead there throughout this ball game. And they still see themselves down by 22, 52-30 right now.
That's how deep ng lineup dito ng SGA Warriors.
And Andrew De Ocampo, maitatawid ba? No. And another turnover forced there by SGA.
Imagine si good luck kay Bata, you know, talagang hinahunt ka, talagang tinatrap ka. Sa laki niyan. Hinahabol ka.
Tandem pa nito kay Zach Pontipedra. Silang dalawa. Yung nakaharap doon kay Andrew De Ocampo. Santa Clara adding some size here. Clyde Esmaquil checks in. Who can somehow match up dito sa size ni Teron Dizon.
Yes, and also Jaden Rojas coming back into the ballgame for the SGA Warriors. And on the transition right now.
Okay, Bata. Good feed to Jaden Rojas.
Yeah, kakapasok lang ulit ni Jaden Rojas. We score agad.
24-point lead being enjoyed here by SGA.
Yeah, by the way, MJ, while we're seeing the instant replay of this one by Jaden Rojas, I would just like to make a quick shout out and greetings to Keith Agobida, who's celebrating his birthday today. The King Tiger, Keith Agovida.
Yon.
Happy birthday.
Napakabait niya ni Kuya Keith. Happy birthday po sa iyo, Kuya. I used to play with him. Yung ano lang naman, papawis ball game dun sa Vergara dyan sa
Yan ang King
Mandaluyong.
Tiger namin sa Davao Occidentals last season sa MPBL.
Very humble, down to earth. Kuya Keith. And that time, the lefty layup coming from Jaden Rojas. Hindi pa tapos rito sa pagkalagasa ang SGA coach.
Yeah, back-to-back baskets once again. And also for Jaden Rojas, picking up his momentum single-handedly, scoring those transition baskets for SGA Warriors. And the lead is, ballooned to 28. 58-30, right?
That's right. And you only have 5 minutes and 37 seconds left. We'll be back after this short timeout break. And we are back in action. Coach Pancho, meron lang ako nakitang phone-in question dito, no?
Sure.
Available ka din daw po ba this Valentine's? Later on ko na sasabihin kung sino yung nagpapatanong.
Valentine's. Today is Valentine's, right? Oh.
Available ka din daw po ba today?
Yes!
Yes! And that question came from Kuya Roy Sacote. Kaya tanong niyo kung available ka po today. So,
sabi ko na eh.
yung klase ng question. It's,
kaya ganun yung answer ko.
Yes na yes, Kuya Roy. And check that. Field goal attempt. Way too short. Balik ang bola rito sa SGA.
Yeah, and by the way, you mentioned Roy Sacote, and hats off also do sa pinalitan natin kanina who did the first 4 games, Roy Sacote and etong si Justin Almeida. And grabe yung tandem din yun. Hindi basta-basta yung pinalitan natin. That's why ang ganda nung flow nung game, nung day 2 natin dito for Milko Sports Got Skills Basketball. It's because of two. They're the one who started the energy. They're the one who started the flow of our Valentine's special that we have here for Milko Sports. And tayo ang magtatapos nito. Grabe pressure, no, MJ?
Oh,
No?
that's right, Coach Pancho. And that was one of the reasons why, real talk lang I was driving going here, and I've listened, and I'm watching their coverage earlier between the Eagles and the Impact Ballers, and that's where I draw my energy from. It's a high-level intensity ball game a while ago. So, hats off, Kuya Roy Sacote.
Justin Almeida. Boss Justin yan.
Setting the tone, no? Setting the
grabe.
energy.
Ang hirap tuloy. Medyo kanina, nangapa ako kanina, MJ kasi iba yung sinda natin. Buti na lang, nadyan ka, MJ.
Hindi mapapalitan ng isang Kuya Roy Sacote. Kaya isang karangalan, no? Makawayan nga lang ako. Laking nga karangalan na eh. So, getting back in action. So, 3 minutes and 33 seconds on our third quarter. And look at that. Nagkwento lang tayo sandali, Coach Pancho.
32 na yung lamang, no?
32 na yung lamang.
More than half of the production in Santa Clara. That's how, serious SGA is. Because this is also part of the development. I like what they're doing. They're playing like they're not aware of the score, which is the right thing to do.
And more importantly, they're sticking to the system, no?
Just like
execution.
that. Tick-tock.
That's what I like the most from this SGA squad. And they continue to dominate. Look at the points from turnovers during the first half. This has ballooned now. Started 22 on the first half. And they continue to flourish here. And D-zone down low. The spin cycle. Gets a foul.
So kanina maganda yung tic-tac-toe play nila, and just like this, Dizon yung naka-finish na ito. Sa kanya na naman, but this time he was fouled.
On the line is Zeron. Dizon misses on the first. Can he make it 1 of 2? On the line. Fortunately, no. But look at that. Jason Mercado keeping the ball alive there. Just couldn't convert the shot. Here comes Aladano. Swings it to an open Andro De Ocampo for 3.
Oh, good boxing out by Austin De Los Santos right there against a taller opponent.
Aladano picks up the board. Siya na rin na magbababa ng bola. The crossover! The feed!
Wow.
What about that? To Charles Peronia. A good answer. Jaden Rojas will miss. Battle for the board. Reyes sa mga kuha rito. But Jason Mercado will swipe it. 20 seconds on the shot clock for SGA, pero hindi nila kailangan yon. Jason Mercado on a slice. And he's asking for a substitution right now. Mukhang napagod dito si Jason Mercado on the floor. Another almost a turnover against Santa Clara. 9 seconds to shoot.
And SGA talaga is not giving up easy baskets here for Santa Clara. Kaya ito, mauubusan na shot clock.
24-second shot clock violation there. Good defense. Very consistent from SGA. Balik sa kanila ang bola with a minute and 15 seconds left on the third. Rojas with the basketball. Kicks it to the corner for three. Shot won't go for Perdigan. But the attempt from Rojas was way too short. Somehow, nasa SGA pa rin ang bola. Courtesy of that D-zone. Rebound. The hustle from these young guys.
Yeah, look against four
Oh.
yellow shirts. Ito si Sir Ron Dizon. And he's not yet done. Batid nga lang. Parang may violation doon.
Less than a minute left. Bukod sa napakatatangkad nitong mga batang ito from SGA, malala pa din. Oo.
Exactly.
Talaga.
Hirap pumasok sa paint eh.
Oh, yun nga eh. Just the physical presence alone, yun wala pa silang ginagawa. Talagang ma-intimidate ka na eh. And that time, skying high for the lefty layup is Austin De Los Santos.
And they continue to harass and put some pressure. So talagang mahihirapan ka talaga eh.
One good thing about Santa Clara, hindi mo sila makikitaan ng pananamlay sa kanilang paglalaro. They keep on executing their offense.
Yeah, should be. Yes. Kasi also, building habits din to eh. So,
Oo.
dito mo makikita yung character ng player, kung ano yung paano yung reaction nila, especially if their team is down. How will they react? How will they counter? Nakikita mo din dyan yung attitude.
And that's gonna conclude our third quarter from Austin De Los Santos 2-pointer, ending the third quarter 68-32. 36-point lead. Let's check that third quarter highlights.
Yeah, we saw a lot of outside shots dito. Those are some of the few conversions for Santa Clara, but majority of the third quarter went to the SGA Warriors. Lots of fast break plays because there's a lot of stops that was given, and the wings and the guards and even the big men of SGA Warriors completely dominated. A equally distributed point production for the SGA. That's why that's the score ending the third, MJ.
That's right, Coach Pancho. And tuloy-tuloy na tayo rito, no? As we heard the buzzer to start the fourth quarter. Kahit nga ako, Coach Pancho, nanonood lang ako on the sidelines. Pero para akong sinasakal hanggang dito nung depensang ipinakikita
Yes.
nitong SGA.
So it's also, giving statements to strong statement to other teams as well na ito yung makakaharap niyong SGA on the following weeks. So talagang paghahandaan na sila.
Gandang pasabi at that time ni Jaden Rojas on that attempt. Let's check on that replay. And good luck, Okebata, converting a two-pointer here.
Yeah, silently contributing for his team because hindi niya naman kailangan ng
Oo.
masyadong umiscore. Unlike nung day 1 nila wherein he registered monster numbers doon nung day 1 wherein siya yung best player doon. Itong si Okebata.
You got a double-double there,
Yeah.
Coach Pancho, with
Yep.
18 points,
Mhm.
15 rebounds,
Right.
4 assists, and a block.
Pero in this game, it's more on the defensive end
Yes,
lang. Bonus na lang na makashoot siya because they have their own game plan eh. Their game plan is to execute their half-court sets na pinractice nila.
And really play as a team.
Mhm.
In fact, as Okebata grabs another board, cleans up the mess, two-pointer for him. Another turnover there, picked up by Sak Pontepedra. Almost an and one for him. And this has ballooned to a 40 point lead for SGA, 72-32. Zach again is on the line for two. This will be his first attempt on the line. First trip on the charity stripes. Let's see what he can do from here. Converted the second free throw. Still, SGA sticking to the defense that they've deployed since the first half. Reyes, who went on a silent mode after the first half. Zach, to Okay Bata.
I heard from the backside that they're asking for a dunk for Okay Bata. Dunk, dunk.
Did he
No.
dunk last
No.
night? No. We'll have to wait for that big moment.
He opted to pass to, of course,
Share the ball.
his teammates.
And almost. The ball got stolen away there. Kicks it out on the left corner for three. Good shot there from Cade Andres. Just couldn't hit it. Zayden Rojas quickly converting a layup there.
Oh! Sabi nila, dunk. Nope. Sabi
No.
ni, good luck. Shot block muna.
Good luck, Okay Bata. A solid block. He's anchoring the defense for the SGA squad. 18 seconds to shoot for Santa Clara. 3-point attempt this time on the right corner three. No good. Forward pass to Zach. Off the glass for two. And SGA is unstoppable right now. Santa Clara couldn't find any answer from their end. Kababaw, the baseline jumper, he will miss. And another. I thought that's gonna be an attempt from Zach. But prior to that sequence, De Los Santos gave the pass to Zach for the deuce. And look at that steal, Okay Bata. Nope. And ball will go to the side of Santa Clara. Substitution for both of the teams here. As Rojas sits down.
Oh,
From
he was
SGA.
surprised by Salang right there. So ba naman, yung ganyong kalaki sasalubong sa'yo.
Grabe. Napakasisipag, ano? 5 minutes and 50 seconds into our last quarter. I think this game has been decided, Coach Pancho, but what's very interesting here to see is how these players are. Three-pointer first coming from the reigning UAAP MVP of 16 under. Good luck.
Wow.
Okay, Bata. Ito na yung sagot. Coach Pancho, aba. Sabi nyo, puro depensa. O pakikitaan ko naman kayo ng opensa. From downtown, and a timeout has been called here by Santa Clara. Right back at you, ladies and gentlemen. 2026 Milko Sports Got Skills Basketball Talent ID 16 and under. The last game tonight. SGA and Santa Clara, with the former having a huge 50-point lead here. And they're adding more into this as Perdigan is too strong on his three-point attempt. Kababaw.
So hindi na
Kicks it
nakascore, no? MJ, no?
Hindi na.
Itong Santa Clara, napako sa 32.
Oo. And a little while ago, this was just close to a 40-point lead. And right now, this is already 50. And SGA continues to dominate here. Gunning away for their second win. And that time, the referee says it's just a 2-pointer for Zach Pontepedra. And Santa Clara was able to pass that basketball just right in time. Aladano gives it to his teammate for the jumper. No good. That was Vesagas who took the shot.
Oh.
And that was the slam dunk that you are looking for Mark Perdigan. That could be the icing on the cake. Even though we still have less than 4 minutes left.
He's looking for another one.
Yeah.
He wants to have a clean dunk.
Let's see. But I believe that's a cherry on top already
Yes.
for the SGA squad. As Perdigan is looking to sit down here. Same goes for Vesagas on the side of Santa Clara. And De Ocampo. Let's take a look at that. Ooh.
Yeah, nevertheless, it was a basket. It was a
Yeah.
2-point connection. Oh,
And Dizon.
Pinakitaan tayo naman ng outside shooting ni Jerome Dizon because he's been doing damages inside the paint kanina pa.
Extending his range from beyond the arc. Kung kanina, si Goodluck Kokoy Bata ang pumukol dyan sa area na yan. And this time, si Dizon naman ang papakitang gilas.
Yeah. And kanina, MJ, you've been asking me questions, di ba? This time, ako naman na magtatanong sa'yo.
Anak ko po, ayan. Nakakabahan ako din.
Madali lang to.
Sige, coach. Fire away.
Kailan, sino huling umiscore for Santa Clara?
Santa Clara, that's a good one. Ha.
Ang hirap, di ba? Kasi
Oo.
kanina pa sila scoreless, actually. More than, hindi ko alam, not sure. Feeling ko nga, baka third quarter pa eh.
But I think that was kababaw, if I'm not mistaken.
Kasi kanina pa 32, nasa 50-something pa lang yung score. Because at the end of the third quarter, the score ended up 68-32.
68-32.
So,
And still the same.
they're still scoreless pa dito sa fourth.
That was a goal. Sabi mo, coach, madali lang.
Madali lang. hindi siya in-expect mo.
That's right. And,
Yeah, ayun na. Nawawala na yung boses ko.
no worries, I got you.
Na-curious lang ako doon kasi nakita ko yung stat sheet. Oh, 32, end of the third quarter. Hindi pa sila umi-score.
And actually, I actually didn't notice that one. So, that was a good caption, a good call, Coach Pancho. And you heard the last 2 minutes of the game. 3-pointer on the way. Hindi pa tapos rito si Zach Pontepedra.
Yeah. So another, eto easy question lang to. Do you think SGA Warriors will reach the 100-point mark?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Looking at their defense and how they play the offense, they're still very aggressive up to this point.
I'm waiting for a basket here for Santa Clara. Their first basket in the fourth quarter.
Eto na yata. Oh!
Still nothing.
And the ball will go back to SGA. I'll have to review that no after this live coverage, Coach Pancho. I would take that as an assignment actually. Kung sino ba? I was just curious anyway. Napaisip ako ng matindi doon.
Yeah. So, madali lang naman yun. Backtrack ka to third quarter. Dun yung last basket nila.
Skip ko sa 30. And Dizon, can he make it another 3-pointer? No. Less than a minute left. Here comes Pernia.
So, wala pa rin.
Almost, yeah.
Anyway, babalik pa naman sa kanila yung possession. Let's see. Ang tanong dito is kung pagbibigyan pa sila ng SGA.
And I don't think that SGA squad is that aware either because they're just laser focused on their defense. They're just executing their offense. Jaden Rojas pulls up a 3. No good. Dizon for the board. Picks it up. Scoops it up. No good. Another missed shot that time.
Eto, let's see.
From Salang. Coach Pancho.
Kung makaka-score na dito.
And
And I think they will just dribble
They're
out the ball.
dribbling out.
Siguro wala sila idea
Now
na scoreless
they
sila
were
fourth quarter.
scoreless,
Yep.
yeah. And we're just waiting for the final buzzer. Nevertheless, it has been a pretty wonderful game. SGA just showcasing what they can do on both ends of the floor, and still hats off to Santa Clara driving all the way down here to San Juan from Antipolo. Your thoughts on this game, Coach Pancho?
Yeah, and a well-deserved win, of course, by the SGA. They really went on the barrage of scores, starting off with their defense, really starting strong. So that's why this is how they ended our day 2 of our Bilco Sports God Skills Basketball tournament. And then there's a lot of players actually has shown in this team. Equally distributed in points, well-balanced attack. And Coach Matthew Sia has done a great job, and Coach June Dison, and instilling the discipline on their players. Remember, medyo late dumating itong Santa Clara construction, but the SGA Warriors really wanted them to arrive in for order to them to play, diba? So that's the discipline and the culture, the spirit that Coach Matt Sia and Coach June Dison have instilled in this SGA Warriors 16 under.
Absolutely. And there's no other way to better end this last game of the day. Thanks so much for having us tonight. My name is MJ Evangelista, together with a wise man, Coach Pancho. This is your 2026 Milko Sports Got Skills Basketball Talent ID 16 and under. Of course, I would like to acknowledge the entire team, the production staff that we have here, Direk Aldrin. And now we'll turn you over to our courtside reporter for the best player of the game, is Ray Martinez. Take it away.
Battle between SGA versus Santa Clara x SUNROCKS Cons, with a final score of 94-32 in favor of SGA. And we have here the best player of the game, Ciron Dizon, with an amazing 15 points, 14 rebounds, and 1 steal. Ciron, we saw the big gap since the first quarter. What does it feel to win to the second time?
It obviously feels good because we worked as a team today, and hopefully as we go on with our next games, we can bring that fire and win.
Thank you, Ciron. Is there anyone you'd like to greet, the fans or to your teammates who cheered on you today, Ciron?
First of all po, thank you kay Lord, and then shout out to my mom and dad, to my lola, lolo, and to my tita, tito. Shout out to Barangay Infinite and UE family, and sa coaches namin in UE and sa teammates ko po. Yun lang.
Thank you, Ciron. Congratulations. Also, we have here the head coach of SGA, Coach Matt. Congratulations. Coach, what does it feel to be able to execute the things you've practiced in the past few days and win for the second time today?
First of all, I want to thank God for the win, and mga boss namin, sila Boss Jacob, Boss Frank, Boss Jared. It feels good kasi we practiced hard this week, sabi ko nga sa'yo, and na-apply naman namin yung schemes namin today, and hopefully we bring it to the next game.
Thank you, Coach. Is there anyone you'd like to greet to the fans who cheered on the...
Thank you again, Milq, Talent ID for this league, Coach Allen. And I want to say thank you. Shout out sa family ko, Sia family, coaches ng UE, and sa wife ko, Happy Valentine's.
Thank you, Coach. Again, happy Valentine's Day to everyone. I hope you are feel loved and well today. Again, I'm Ray Martinez, your courtside reporter for the Milko Sports Basketball Talent ID 2026. Back to the panel, Coach Pancho and MJ.
Thank you so much, Miss Rain Martinez. And let's take a look on our schedules for next week. This is going to be day 3 of our action. Remember, for 16 under, it's always every Saturday here at the Green Hills West Clubhouse. Coach
Yes,
Pancho.
look at those games right there. So lots of basketball action once again the following weekend after this Valentine's. So for now, let's enjoy the Valentine's Day, Valentine's weekend here at Milko Sports God Skills Basketball. So I would like to thank everybody. Thank you, MJ, and of course, D&D Media, Boss Direk Aldrin, and the whole team as we watch the game highlights of this main game.